All right, check it out, guys. So the official 1 hour test in the DJI Action 4. And you can see here, I've been recording for 66 minutes, 67 minutes exactly. And I've still got 10% battery left, which is really good. Now, here's the thing. You can see the screen keeps shutting off, and I keep getting this sign here in orange. It says, device overheated, screen will disable in 3 seconds. However, it's actually still recording, guys. 67 minutes and 20 seconds. It's just that because it overheated, it's manually powering off my LSD. But when I touch the screen, it comes on and it just gives me that warning. But if I flip that up, it's still recording in the corner there. 67 minutes. 10% battery left, which is really cool. I actually didn't expect that. So I just left it running on my table for about an hour and I wanted to come back and check it out. And I was like, shit, what happened? Why is it powered off, right? Well, when I touched the screen, I got this message, device overheated. And I was like, oh no, that's the last thing I wanted, right? But when I touched it again and I flipped it up, you can actually see it's still recording, guys. So I've got 8% battery left. I'm not going to run it to zero. I'm probably just going to shut it off right now. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to shut it off right now. But that's 68 minutes and 10 seconds it's been running. So I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to let it cool for a bit. And then we'll run through the settings and then I'll show you guys, like, there's things that you can do. Like, you can turn the LSD off so it will shut off like 10 seconds after you start recording. So if you've got it mounted on your shoulder or you got it mounted on a helmet or something, then you're not going to be really looking at the screen, so it doesn't really matter. So it makes sense for you to manually have the screen just shut off when you're recording, because you're not going to look at the screen anyway, right? Plus, it's going to save your battery. So you guys saw it there. I ran it for about almost 70 minutes. It would have went longer. I could probably got to about 80 minutes and the battery would have died. It did say it was overheated. Like, you could feel, if you could feel it, it is really hot to touch, but it's not unbearable. Like, I can touch it, but you'll see a lot of people saying that it does overheat. It does overheat, and it tells you that it's overheated, but it's actually still recording. Oh, and in case you guys are wondering, I'm running 4K 60 frames per second with the horizon balance turned on. And we still managed to get 70 minutes with 10% battery left. That's really good. I'm pretty impressed. And to tell you guys the truth, this is the first time I'm running this test this long, past 1 hour. And I was really surprised because I was actually really scared when I saw that it said that it overheated. But I was really surprised to see that it was actually still recording, which is really cool. All right, check it out, guys. So there's a lot of things that you can do. Like, you can turn the brightness on the screen down so that it doesn't run so much battery. Because, yeah, it will get really hot after 1 hour. It was a little bit hot to the touch. It's cooled down now because I stopped recording, right? But there's things that you can do. Like, if you go into settings right here, and you can see you can turn, like, the front screen off, or you can turn it on if you want. But, like, honestly, if you've got it mounted to like your backpack, or you got it mounted to a helmet or something, or your bike or what have you, right? You're not going to be looking at the screen. So it makes sense to like turn all that stuff off. And like down here as well, there's a setting for a screen off when record. So you can see there, I've actually got it set to never, because I don't actually like that feature. Like, it happened to me yesterday. Like, if I'm walking with it, I want to be looking at the screen. I don't know about you guys, but like, if I'm walking with it, I want to be looking at the screen. So if it's constantly turning off when I want to be looking at the screen, then that's a little bit annoying. So you can see here that I've actually got it turned on to never shut off when recording, right? But if you click on it, you can see there's options here to change it to 3 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then never, right? But I've got it set to never. However, that's really cool. And I was really surprised that that actually happened, because when I came back after 1 hour and I looked at the camera, I was like, why is it off? It was like there was no lights or nothing, right? But when I picked it up, it was really hot. So when I touched the screen, then it came on and it gave me that orange indication that it overheated, right? But I clicked it again, and when I clicked it again, I could see that it was actually still recording in the corner. So we were able to get 70 minutes with 10% battery left, which is really good. But yeah, you have that option right there to turn it off. I just find it like, I'm going to change that right now. I don't want it at 3 seconds. I want it at never, because to be honest, now that I know, that's even better, because Yeah, okay, it makes sense. Like if it's gonna record, then I'm glad that it did that automatically without me having to tell it to do that. But honestly, if I am recording, I don't want that there. I want it to be at never. I don't want that there, like honestly, because I find that a little bit annoying when I'm actually like recording, I'm walking with the Action 4. I want to look at the screen, but if in fact it needs to shut down, like when you're approaching like 1 hour of recording, then yeah, that makes sense. And I'm really happy that it actually did that. I did not expect that to do, but yeah. Anyways, there's other things that you can do like the LED. So this LED button, you can turn this off. I've got it turned off because basically this is like the indication on the front where it will flash red that you're recording. So if I record, right, you're not going to see a red button there. Like there's no red on there at all. But usually if I didn't have that on, well, we can turn it on right now. Well, I don't have an SD card because I took the SD card out, right? But normally if you have that turned on, then it will flash red on the front that you're recording, but you don't really need that. And it's a more battery life, so turning that off makes a lot of sense. Anyways, where is that again? Oh, right here, LED. Yeah, so I've got it actually turned off. I like that off as opposed to on. Anyways, with the Action 4, this isn't really something that I would use for a whole hours long anyhow. I only did that for this video to show you guys that it could last an hour. Like if I was going to be filming something longer than an hour, then I would definitely be using my Pocket 3, which has a phenomenal battery life. Like you could go 2 hours recording and still have 20% battery left. But if I'm going to be recording longer than an hour or like close to 2 hours, then I'm definitely going to be using the Pocket 3, which I'm recording with right now. So the fact that I can even get an hour with 10% battery left in this Action 4 is really great. And I probably will never use it for that anyway. Like this is just for like short, maybe 10-minute clips or stuff or going underwater. But other than that, if I'm going to be recording a long time, I'm going to be using the Pocket 3. But I just wanted to make this video to show you guys that it can actually last. And you don't really have to be worried about overheating. I know a lot of people say, well, if you have the Action 2, it's really hot to touch where it's like really unbearable. But this is actually not unbearable. It is kind of hot to touch, but the coating on the camera is like this rubberish material, and it's hot, but it's not unbearable. Like you can touch it. It's not gonna burn your hands. But other than that, yeah. I'm gonna turn my brightness up just a little bit, and that's it. Anyways, that's the Action 4. Catch you guys in the next one.